Hello. I'm making coffee. A couple minutes late. I'm getting ready. We're back. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Today is Thursday, August 6th, 2020. My name is Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. I forgot the thing to put the pour over in to drain. So, hi. What's going on? What are we talking about? What is going on? What is I'm doing with my life? Do you ever ask yourself that? Yeah. I feel like... No, I'm not going to be dramatic. Stop being dramatic, Jeremy. Yesterday was a difficult day. I don't know if I mentioned yesterday morning, but yesterday was my last day coaching CrossFit. It was not my choice. And we're just going to leave it at that. However, we must remember that when a door closes, another door opens, and all that other good, happy crap. But it's true. It's true. It's difficult to feel it when you're in the middle of it. But I know that ultimately it will be for the best. Years ago, I stopped coaching gymnastics and very quickly started coaching CrossFit at that same time. So what does this create an opportunity for? It has been literally years since I've been able to go to a Wednesday Taekwondo class. That's an option now. I would say I was excited because Wednesday is sparring night, but Wednesday isn't sparring night anymore anywhere because COVID. Have you all seen the video of Beirut? Wow. Talk about the power of that explosion. Man. My heart goes out to the people affected there. Absolutely awful. My coffee tastes funny. I don't know why. What else happened yesterday? Did the books. Did a bunch of client work. A couple calls. I was going to go to the gym in the evening, but by the time I was done coaching, it was after 7. And I didn't feel like going to bed at 11 o'clock at night, which is pretty much what would have happened based on coming home and making dinner and relaxing. So I came home and just chilled out, and it was good. It was necessary. So what's going on today? Client stuff. And we're supposed to have a meeting this evening related to CrossFit. That's not on the table anymore. So I have a free evening, so I'll go to the gym. I'll chill out. Way more of an opportunity to work than I had. I've got a bunch of stuff I want to work on. It's all about the programs. It's the only way we're going to move the financial health of Whistlekick forward is by getting those programs really dialed in and marketed properly. So, I think I have some time I can work on that more later today. It's cold out. It's like 50 degrees. It's the coldest it's been in a while. Feels kind of nice. It'll be a nice day. Maybe I'll... No. I was going to say maybe I'll hop on the motorcycle, but I don't think I'll do that. My mind isn't focused. That's one thing that I don't do. I don't ride when my brain's not with me. Speaking of which, my tablet's not even here. I'll be right back. I gotta go get it. Talk amongst yourselves. Hopefully at least some of you got that joke. I need a vacation. Here's what I'm going to be putting out today. I might as well tell it to all of you. I'm looking for somebody who has a house or a camp or something where I can just go and be. Maybe somebody's got like a vacation home or a camp on a lake or whatever, where because of what's going on with the coronavirus, they're not renting it out, and they would be willing to let me come and stay and keep it spotless. Maybe do a little bit of work and trade. But I gotta get out of here. I have to get out of here. I'm yeah, I need to spend some time in another place. So if you out there have something or know something, let me know. That's no, that's my game. That's not what I want. Come on. My head is not in it right now. I apologize. Let's see if we can use these questions, comments, things, whatever you all wrote in. Let's see if we can use this to switch it up for me, to get me focused. Come on. Oh, it's Thursday. There should be a Thursday episode. Is there a Thursday episode? Here we go. All right. Martial arts programs for homeschooled students. So we did a roundtable. I'm not really sure why there are two of these. No, we're gonna delete that one. Episode 525, martial arts programs for homeschooled students. We did a follow-up to my solo episode, brought a couple people on who have extensive knowledge with creating and teaching these kind of programs. And if you are a school owner or an instructor or just interested in where the world is going, check out episode 525. Share it with people, because this is the greatest opportunity we have had as an industry ever, literally ever, is around homeschooling. Is it the perfect time to be teaching something that involves physical contact? No. But this will all go away. We won't remain 6 feet apart forever. And to start these classes now and to make the connections that are needed and get those programs rolling, it is the easiest way we are going to change the world dramatically. I don't have a school. If I had a school, I don't know that I would have time to teach during the day. But if I lived in a metro area with everything that's going on right now, I would be looking at having classes probably 14 hours a day at this point. There are so many things that we can offer as martial artists. And check out that. Check out the episode from a couple weeks ago where we talked about what martial arts schools can do during COVID-19. Here at Whistlekick, I'm trying to leverage every connection, friendship, resource we have to support the industry in a way that I'm going to be really honest and pat myself on the back in a way, do something I don't usually do. I don't see anybody else doing this. Everybody else wants to take your money and say, do this program, sign up for this expensive coaching. You don't need all of that. Maybe you do sometimes. But in general, here are some directions that you can take some things. If you want to be a successful martial arts school owner, it's classes during the day and it's marketed at homeschool students. If you don't think homeschool is going to become huge in the next 12 months, you're not paying attention. So that's episode 525. You can check that out. And because Frank takes care of me, he's a good guy, he's thrown out some bonus jokes. So this makes 3 days of jokes with Frank this week. Good morning, Jason. A computer once beat me at chess, but it was no match for me at kickboxing. The sole purpose of a child's middle name is so he can tell when he's really in trouble. I'm sure everybody experienced that. Why is that? Why is that a cliche? I wonder if it's because when parents are angry, they want to yell more. And instead of stretching out the name, they use the rest of the name. Oh. My doctor says I should watch my sodium intake, but I have to take whatever he says with a grain of salt. Jason says he has 3 middle names. It gave me time to run when I heard my full name being used. Yeah. Full on hide. All right, and we got 4 quotes in here from Frank. Thanks again to Frank. Remember, help Frank out. Leave some stuff in the comments below. You know, I think part of the problem might be Frank does such a good job with this that everybody else is willing to sit back and go, this is fine. This is good material. I appreciate the diversity, though. I like hearing from multiple people. Not because I dislike hearing from Frank, but because we're all in this together. Obstacles aren't there to stop you. They're put there to show you how powerful you can feel when you run right over them. Martyn Rooney. I don't know Martyn Rooney, but I agree. I heard this described on a podcast that I listened to, a health and fitness podcast. And I'll share it. I've shared it before, but I'll share it again here because I think it's a perfect illustration of this. A man dies, and he wakes up, and he's in this other place, and he's very aware he's passed over. And he starts wishing for things. Oh, I wish I had a big house. And there's a big house and the car, and he's realizing that whatever he wants just pops up out of nowhere. And at first, this seems great. He's really excited. But then, over time, everything loses its value because it's just there instantly. And he's becoming depressed. And a man walks up to him and he says, I'm part of the welcoming committee. Are you enjoying your time here? And he says, at first I thought this place was great, but now I don't know. Everything seems so hollow, and I don't know that I can spend eternity like this. Nobody told me heaven would be like this. And the welcoming committee man says, who says this is heaven? And that stuck with me. That stuck with me really deeply. It is the adversity, it is the challenge that places value on things. When we look at money, when we look at economics, it is scarcity that creates value. If you're able to overcome any challenge, where's the value? Look at how many people seemingly have it all and create problems for themselves. We define ourselves by the obstacles that we overcome, by the challenges that we face. We are meant to persist. It's innate to humanity. Why have we accomplished what we've accomplished and every other species has remained as they are? This is the difference. We push back. We reject what we have in favor of something more. And what better tool to hone that instinct than martial arts? The very essence of martial arts is the thirst for knowledge and the truth about ourselves, Frank Shamrock. Martial arts is personal growth through the lens of hand-to-hand combat. I've said that before. I'll keep saying it because it is what it is. That is my definition of martial arts. Does personal growth require obtaining new knowledge? Yes, it does. What was part B? And the truth about ourselves. How can you progress from where you are without knowing where you are? How do you become better without knowing who you are? You can fake it quite a bit, but there's no better way than being honest with yourself. Really having some self-discovery. It's important to have that. I think a lot of us hide who we are behind masks. To the point where I don't know that everyone is comfortable, not only when their mask is off, but when they see others without one. I don't mean that literally, but maybe some people. I suspect there are some people out there who appreciate wearing a mask, hiding a bit in public. Let's see that. No one will hit you harder than life itself. It doesn't matter how hard you hit back. It's about how much you can take and keep fighting, how much you can suffer and keep moving forward. That's how you win. And it's Sylvester Stallone, and of course that is a quote from the movie Balboa. It's part of a longer monologue. Not a terribly long monologue, but still monologue. And one of my favorites, one of the most inspirational pieces I've ever seen in film. If you haven't seen that movie, even if you're not a fan of the Rocky movies, watch that movie or just go to YouTube and find the clip. It's powerful. It's one of the tools that I have that I pull out when I'm really feeling down. I will play that movie clip, and it sometimes helps. And we've got one more. A belt does nothing but hold your gi together. A belt has assigned significance. A belt is someone else saying you're good. You don't need other people saying that you're good in order to be good. Ronda Rousey. I have said this before. I will maintain this. I believe that we're going to have a massive pushback on rank. I don't know that it'll go away entirely. I think for some schools it will. But I think we may move back to simple colored belts. No stripes, no fanciness. It's gone too far. Without picking specific ages and ranks, there are people earning rank, stripes, black belt rank, that at the rate they are progressing, not necessarily in skill, but in rank, they will reach a point where they will max out for a very long time, be maxed out for a long time. It's not really how that's supposed to go. And what is inevitably going to happen there? People are going to start adding. And, you know, we'll see schools that go far beyond 10, and there are some out there with 12 stripes. You know, we'll see 16, 18 degrees. And at that point, people, it'll just become sillier and sillier. When people ask me, what rank are you? I'm a black belt. But how many stripes you have? Doesn't matter. That's how I answer that question. It doesn't matter. In specific contexts, it matters. The last time I was promoted, it meant a lot to me because of who it came from and why they did it and how they did it. I don't even have a certificate for it. I don't need one. I don't put stripes on my belt. I have the certificates I have up on my walls. As much so I don't lose them as anything else. My Superfoot certificate, it's hanging in my bedroom. Why? Because it's a symbol of my relationship to Bill Wallace. I don't care about the rank. I care that I've got documented proof that I've spent time with a great man, somebody I value dearly. And that's what the other two certificates mean. They're just indicative of, they're part of the story of my time as a martial artist. That's what they mean to me. And the things around my house, my home, tell a story. This mug tells a story. Stories are important. That's why martial arts radio is about stories. That's why that's the format we use. Stories are the oldest way of passing on knowledge. I told you that story about the guy who died and went to hell. It's a story. It teaches a lesson. It's easy to remember. Stories are great. Never underestimate the value of stories. I think it's a good place to end. I got a busy day. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to work hard to make mine a great day. I'll see you back here tomorrow for Friday. And in the meantime, I hope you'll go check out episode 525. And if you get some value out of it, awesome. I hope you do. Regardless, I hope you'll share it with people that might be relevant. I hope you will leave some questions or some comments below. And I hope you'll consider supporting the work that we do here at Whistlekick. Make a purchase. Whistlekick.com. First cup 15 gets you 15% off. Or join the Patreon. Patreon slowly creeps up a little bit every month. It's nice. It helps offset some of the expenses, which I really appreciate. We are at about a third. It's covering about a third of the podcast right now. Yay. It's something. I appreciate it. And of course, if you support the Patreon, we give you more. We give you stuff back. Programs. And I just put up a short blog post yesterday. Anybody who's on the Patreon should be able to see that. They can see that. I know they can. Outlining upcoming guests. It's the only place I disclose that information. So go check that out. Have a good one, everybody. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care. Peace.